Hey everybody, welcome to another Zuma Blitz Tiki Talk. I'm Scott Willoughby, and we've got some great news for you about Zuma Blitz this week. First off, new features. We've got some awesome new potion options for you. A lot of you like using potions. We've got the XP multiplier potions and the Mojo multiplier potions. Well, if you look in the store under the potions tab, there's a whole bunch more in there now. As far as the XP goes, you can still get your 2x XP for 24 hours, but we've also got some game-specific ones. You've got a 15-game XP doubler and a 75-game XP doubler. So those of you who don't think you're going to be playing the game for 24 hours straight and just want to have it on a per-game basis, that's available. Same thing with Mojo, but Mojo's gotten even better because now it gives you triple Mojo, not just double Mojo for the potions. That's available in 24-hour, 12-game, and 90-game Mojo packs. So you might want to try those out, check them out, it's a good way. And you can actually, with the game-specific potions, you can stack them on top of each other, so you can keep them running and never have a game without one of your potions active, which is kind of cool if you're a big potion junkie. All right, this week's Tiki tip. Kahunga! There it is. We're talking about fruit. It's almost spring, so hopefully the nice produce is going to start rolling in a few months here, but there's always fresh produce in Zuma Blitz, and fruit is a great way to rack up some big-time points. Fruit starts at level 6 when you get bananas, and at a base level, your first banana that you shoot is going to be 3,100 points. That goes all the way up to level 72 when you'll get an avocado, which starts at about 5,000 points, 5,100 I believe, at your base level. Now when you shoot fruit, it'll appear about every 14.5 seconds or so throughout the game when it starts, and it'll stay on screen for about 10 seconds. If you shoot it while it's still active, you'll get those points, but the amount of points you get for it will double with every fruit you get throughout the game. And your multipliers will apply to this point score. If you do the math on this, if you have a fruit, if you're up in the high 70s and you have an avocado, for instance, and you get up to where you're getting 5 or 6 fruits in a game, and you're at a 9x multiplier, 9x multiplier, you can get 1.5 million points for those high-level fruit way up in the late in the game. That's one shot. That's one fruit. Now, fruit normally comes, like I said, about every 14.5, 15 seconds throughout the game. But there are a couple powers that you'll get throughout the game that'll help that out. One is Fruit Master, and then the next is Epic Fruit. Fruit Master will make it appear 50% more often, Epic Fruit 100% more often. So when you're getting up to Epic Fruit, you're going to be getting it about every 7 seconds a new fruit will pop up on the screen. As I said, they keep doubling and the multipliers are applied. So if you get a lot of fruit in the game and you really focus on it, it can be a big scoring strategy. And I think you should check it out on this week's board, which is, everybody knows it's on Thursday, the 17th, is St. Patrick's Day. So we've got an awesome new St. Patrick's Day board for you. Kind of calling it Pot of Gold inside. You'll see these little leprechauns hiding around and shamrocks and stuff on the board. It's really fun. And it's kind of cool. It like twists around. You've got one rollout, but it goes 2 different ways into a single skull mouth. It's a lot of fun. But there's 3 different fruit spots on the board. And you can get a lot of them. They're really accessible. This is also a great board for gap shots. So I found when playing it that the best strategy for me score-wise was to use a time extension power-up, time balls, Tempest Fugit, the multiplier power-up, either multiplier, multi-multiplier, and then the fruit power-up if you have one later in the game. Either way, try focusing on fruit a lot, and especially with the gap shots that you can get in this game and the way you can open up the fruit locations, I think you can see some really high scores. Give it a shot. Let us know what you think. You can get us on Twitter at Zuma Blitz, or you can give us an email, popcapscott@facebook.com. We'll see you next week on Tiki Talk. Bye. Oh, Danny boy. See, nobody wants to hear me sing, I promise you.
Just make it up as you go.
No. No.